Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Let's Play Art of Rally. Today we will be continuing the rally races through Finland in 1994, and we will be, there are high chances that we will be finishing off with the Finland races in this video. Unless the rally tracks are significantly longer than what we've already been experiencing up until this point. But we shall see. Let's enjoy the scenery just a tiny little bit before we move on. I still don't get what the deal is with the toothpick-esque trees in the environment. I don't know why they design it like that, but they look so strange and out of place. Let's begin. Like, why do you make trees look like toothpicks, like giant toothpicks? I don't get that. Sticking out of the ground, like they do not look natural at all. At least give them leaves or something, or at the very least branches, if you want to make them sharp. But that's the only stylistic decision in this game that really baffles me. Like, I don't know what the idea was with that, but whatever. Anyways, around the time when this video is coming out, the Unity game engine apparently is becoming quite infamous due to a decision that was made publicly by the current CEO of Unity, who decided to purchase or acquire, or was it acquire or merge with? I can't really remember. But either way, it's one of the two, with a spyware making company. I think it was a spyware making company. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember much of the details, but basically it was some form of company that produced, I believe, spyware or some form of Trojans, and basically Unity either acquired them or merged with them. And nobody knows exactly why this is, what plans he has with this company. But people are a bit worried that Unity might eventually incorporate features of that Trojans into their own product. And this is pushing many game developers especially towards other engines like the Unreal Engine 5 and other competitors to the Unity game engine. Or at least so I heard. Now, there's only the vocal majority which I'm talking about right now, which could very well, they might seem like a majority, but they could very well be a minority actually, and maybe many. Oh, we're on the 8th place. That's pretty bad. And maybe many of them are actually quite, or maybe I should say, the actual number of developers that move to a different engine might be a really small number, but it's just that they're the vocal minority that gets seen a lot. But I don't know, we'll see. The reason I'm bringing this up is because this game, as far as I know, is also made with Unity. And my thoughts on the Unity game engine is that I never worked with it. I don't know exactly the technical details behind it, but from what I've heard, it's a really popular game engine to make video games in. And I don't know if I would say that that this decision by the current CEO of Unity to acquire the spyware company is an encouraging one, but I don't think it's enough to convince me to say that I will never be playing any more video games which are made in Unity from this point on. I think that's too extreme a stance that some people might take from this, and I don't want to encourage that. Let's begin. Let's first do repairs on our car. So yeah, the previous race we ended up on 8th place, which is pretty bad, but maybe this round will be even better, even though it's raining and the entire road is slippery actually. My genuine thoughts is that a lot of game engines are made in Unity, and Unity is actually a pretty competent software suite. if you if you want to make a game and you are an indie developer that doesn't want to write their own game engine from scratch, chances are you will be picking Unity, because from what I've seen, they have a pretty advantageous licensing model for small video game creators. Like, you have various licensing tiers that you can purchase, and for the most part, from what I remember reading about them, they looked quite advantageous for the most part for developers. So I wouldn't really say that it's that bad of a deal. But in light of the new spyware purchase, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people might be put off by this decision, and they will say they will never be playing a Unity-based game from this day onwards, because they don't want to download spyware onto their computers, which is a fairly logical point to take. For one thing, I don't think this would be possible for them, or at the very least they wouldn't be able to integrate a functionality which is too insidious in their game engine, because otherwise they might end up in legal hot waters, since certain types of malware can very well be damaging enough that they can be sued over. But more importantly, I don't think that, like, I don't know what functionality they're planning on integrating into the game engine, but I don't think it's going to be as big a deal as some people make it out to be. I don't know what plans the current CEO has with the future of Unity, but I'm hoping that the only reason they're actually doing what they're doing is because they want to integrate some low-level functionality into their engine, maybe even optimizing it for specific platforms or doing other stuff. But I don't know. He also came out on record as I think the current CEO of Unity, which I'm talking about right now, was a former CEO of EA, I'm pretty sure, and he also came out recently with a statement in which he called any game developers that don't use any monetization practices in their products as being geniuses, but also, I forgot what the exact quote was, but they were idiots or something like that. Like, it was just a very damaging statement for him, and a lot of people didn't take that the way he wanted to. Like, there was a severe backlash from that statement. But you know, whatever, doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, this road is slippery as fuck. I can barely control my car, if you cannot already tell. Why are these fucking roads so zigzaggy? What the fuck is this bullshit? Who designed this fucking racetrack? Were they drunk? What the fuck was going on? Okay, this time around we ended up on 4th place, which is much better than the last time, but still it's quite... what the fuck was that? So we ended up on 2nd place on Group A. No, on 2nd place in the Finland rally specifically, I should say. And as far as the entire Group A is concerned, we're also on 2nd place, because I believe this is the first country of 1994 that we're playing in. So, and this is the scoreboard for 1994 as it is. So now we're moving on to Sardinia of 1994, which is quite nice. But I will be leaving this for the next video. San Benedetto. So yeah, I will be leaving this Sardinia racetrack for the next video, where we will enjoy the scenery, the Mediterranean scenery. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to get in touch with me, I have a Mastodon account as well as a Matrix room that you can join, details of which you can find in the description of this video. And in the meantime, see you next time.